can I just say that this girl called Chioma, like, fam, like, I wasn't a believer in the short hair. I didn't believe I was an atheist when it comes to short hair, but she rock it. She rock it well. I was like, wow, that's good. She looks best in that kind of hair or braids. That's her best kind of hair. But look, okay, and it seems like whenever Max is on the show, he must always have a big fight with Riva. So, or just someone from the girl. He just must. Okay. Now the question was, boom.
If your partner went down for 6 years, would you wait? Well, the question for us is, if your partner went down for 6 years, would you wait?
If your partner went down for 6 years, would you wait? I think Bkchat, this could have really have applied to Bkchat, okay? And I think Nissy answered it best.
For someone like me personally, I wouldn't get with someone knowing that that was their lifestyle. So for me, it probably would end up, if they did go to jail, it might have been something that they were doing behind my back. Now, whether or not I would wait, I'm pretty sure that I might not. To me, you were being inconsiderate. Behind my back and you're being dishonest and do all of these things. You knew the risks that could come with it. Instead of you coming and telling me this is what's going on, we could have found maybe a way to work it out. You decided that no, this is the life I'm going to live, and then keep it from me. But then yet when you get caught, expect me to stay. So for me, I'm a level of
somebody, and this person is aware this is the person that they've got with. Do you get what I'm saying? Because this is what our generation found ourselves in. Like, a lot of couples are together. You knew your guy was a shotter, you knew what your life was about, and all of a sudden you go down for a stretch and you don't want to ride the bird with him. Yeah. Oh yeah, we can always say I'm not riding, but when you was having the high life, you was riding. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's how you have to see it. Like, if he's pretended and he's kept something away from you, then you can sort of half understand it because he's kept a part of him away from you. But if you know me and this is our reality, and you've lived in that reality. My G, ride with me, but again, as a realist, as a short guy, no, ain't no girl riding with me.
Just say that, look, in the first place, I will never go with someone that is like that, which makes sense, and that's different. Some people will say, as long as he makes money, as long as he does this, and he takes care of me, even though it's illegal, then, you know, do your thing, okay? But some people miss me as well. If I know, or even if it was a secret, okay, but if for some reason you got to, now, oh no, why should I wait? Wait for who? You only have one life, G. Time doesn't wait for no one. That's wait for 6 years. 6 years is a long, that's a double uni degree. That's a flipping, nearly a doctorate, bro. I could put, 6 years. If in the beginning of the relationship, I knew you were doing it, there's no way I'll get in a relationship because it's just stupid. Because look, you have to know, just like if someone joins the army, unfortunately, or someone does like that, you have to get with the fact that they could possibly at any time die. It's simple as that, because it's the army, you're doing dangerous things, you know how it is, especially in the American army or the Marines, that it should be expected, okay? Same thing for this one, that you should know that if you're gonna go do into the road stuff, you're gonna go into the road things, that fam, it will be, it's part of the deal. It's literally, as being a road man, it's part of the deal. It's either you die or you go jail. That's a simple thing. You die, you go jail, or if God really helps it, you just make it out. But most things, you die or you go jail, okay? But then they started bringing in new factors about they've been in a relationship for, let's say, 10 years.
And so much, because let's say we might have been together maybe 10 years, and then in that place you might be so in love, you might even have kids. That all adds different factors. Because for example, if we maybe have kids and we've been together for 10 years and I'm so in love with this person and they're saying this is what I want to do, I would encourage you not to do it, but maybe I might be more willing to stay because we have a long history. But if it was one of those ones, he started that and he told me today, listen, this is what I'm doing, I'll probably be like, listen, we can't, this is not going to run, because I don't believe in that stuff.
If I don't care, bruv, 10 years or 20 years or 40 years, fam, talk. So you're saying that you could be in a relationship for 10 years, but you won't be comfortable to talk. The thing about this generation, okay, that they'll let themselves go inside each other, mean sex and that. So that's really intimate, okay. So they can do that kind of intimacy, but then to talk, they cannot talk. Can you believe it? So you go inside someone, you not becoming one flesh. You can that's no problem. But for you to open him up and to talk, that becomes a problem. Do you know what I mean? Like, so okay, if you're in a relationship for 10 years, you have children, this, that, and let's say money is tight, still talk, communicate, let the person know, look, babe, the thing is tight. I'm now gonna sell my body. Okay, you know, I'm gonna be a prostitute. You know, I think that's the best thing to me today. Talk. Relate, talk, come to an arrangement, come to an agreement before you do illegal stuff. So that's what they're saying, that okay, if in the beginning you was what's it called, clean, okay, but then let's say down the years of the relationship, then one of you became unclean, then go, bro. People grow apart, people fall apart, but then go do your legal thing. Don't involve me, because there's such thing called joint enterprise, my G. Sometimes if someone has a crime, okay, and you knew about the crime, but let's say the police questioned you, but then you said I don't know, but then in the end they find out you did know, you could go to jail with them as well. So joint enterprise. Let's say this guy was abusing his child, but then you knew about it. Fam, you're going down as well. That's how it works. So might as well, as soon as they know this thing, divide from them, because you have to go to with a person that, even though they're down low, they still won't go to illegal stuff. You know what I mean? Because there's people like that, even though they have 0.00 in their bank account, they still will not do illegal stuff. But there's people that if they have £50 in their bank account, they will still do illegal stuff. So it just depends on the mindset, to be honest.
The qualities to wait for a real man have. Don't try it, bruv. Oh, where's water? Shut up. When you take it back to your parents, your dad would be in Africa for 6-10 years, and your mum's in London grafting. Do you get what I'm saying? Grafting. So we have those qualities in us. It's about have.
But this is what I'm saying, you don't know what the dynamic of that relationship is.
And the energy is so sweet and things are fine. Keep that same energy when things get toxic, man.
Biscuit. Things go wrong in a relationship.
If you love me when I was doing chap in a bando, you love me when I'm in the bando. You love me when I'm in the love me when I'm out in the bando. Are you mad? You have the choice.
That's exactly what I just said to you 2 minutes ago. If the thing is real, you lot have to come up with a plan that meets each other halfway. You cannot.
Meet you halfway in jail. How are you gonna meet you halfway in jail?
Listen. I've come to you and I say, look, babe, I love you. We're together. Blah blah blah. However, maybe at these times I feel like I need this or I want to do this. How do you feel about it? Oh, you know what, babe, I don't really like it, but I understand. So let's come to an agreement. Maybe once every 3 months, you can have... People do it.
See, I'm about sex. Everything is about physical touch. Wait, can we just finish this, yeah? Can we finish this with all the girls?
Max, you're going on about physical, but what you need to understand, hold on, there's pieces to the puzzle, and that is a very big piece. When you chose that girl, when you chose her, it was on a physical level. You never chose her because of her heart. To the puzzle, and that is one of them. And when you go to jail, that one of those pieces are now taken out. So that's what I'm saying, let's consider the whole package. You lot are focusing just on sex. That's not what I'm saying. Shut up, that's not why I'm angry. Shut up, man. Shut up. You just want to hear what you want to hear. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, listen to...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You to deep it. You're not even listening to what you're
Shut up, man, you idiot.
And Riva made a point in the last thing, okay? Riva made a point in that if he's gonna be there for 6 years, okay? So B Money made a good point before Riva. He said that, look, when you do that thing, you yourself know as a man think, yeah, I've lost this kind of... You should be able to know, fam, collect that L. You know, collect the L, collect it, take it as a man. You know that if you get set down, you will lose things. I'm sorry, at the end of the day, your girl can be one of the things you lose. The time of your family can be one of the things you lose. The time of your children can be one of the things that you lose. That is just it. That's how it is, okay? Now, Riva said that, yo, she's been through it before, and you had to come to an agreement that, look, I need these things. I mean, if your relationship, because people's relationship, it depends how they see it, okay? Some could be 70% physical, some could be 30% emotional, some could be 50-50, some could be... So it depends, okay? So I guess the relationship that she had before, it leans more to the physical, like, oh, let's say 60-40 kind of thing, or 55-45, I think so, okay? So she needed that thing, so she made an agreement with the man she's waiting for at the time, like, yo, I want to be doing this, let's say, three, four times a month with a different guy, but I'll still be here for you emotionally, kind of thing. And at the end of the day, you have to communicate and come to an agreement. And that's what Max couldn't. Max was like, no. That means he didn't love him. But people rate sex in a relationship differently. People rate it differently. People is high for them, people is low for them. Some people don't really care. Some people they even say celebrate in marriage. Can't believe it. Stupid people. But it just is what it is. As long as you just communicate with your partner, okay? At the end of the day, I'll not go with someone that is doing criminal activities in the first place. But if you do it and you get caught, that's your problem. Go collect your L. You know, simple as that. You did the crime. Nigga, do your time. What I should wait for you, isn't it? I swear, Gucci Mane and his girl, she wait for him. So I mean, it is what it is. Mess back here in the video. Peace, love, and yeah.